I'm super excited to have our next speaker. Richard Cussons is not somebody that you would know the name of. He's a fellow UK resident and has quietly been going about killing the most competitive and ironic market in internet marketing folklore, and he's been doing it brilliantly. And I asked him to speak because, again, having had the privilege of observing how he operates, it's because he's able to do this because of his systems, and they are phenomenal. And so I wanted to get him to talk about that to you guys here today. And so, again, it's just yet another example of processes. What was Leslie's example? All about another brilliant process. And that's the theme. That's the theme. So could you please put your hands together and give a big warm welcome to Richard Cussons.
Thanks, Ed.
Have fun, mate.
Have fun. It's funny, you made a remark about Kenny being nervous about 7 times.
Yes, yeah.
This is my 3rd.
Yeah.
You would not want my laundry bill. All I can tell you at this point. Right, technology. Okay. Yes, I've been uncovered. People have discovered that I've managed to make quite a bit of money on the internet and do on a regular basis without doing much work. So a typical day for me is I don't wear a watch, I don't set the time, I don't have to get up or go anywhere. I do what I want when I like. I work about an hour or 2 a day. If I don't work, sadly my mum died about 4 months ago now. I didn't work for 6 weeks. The good news for me was my business just continued and it actually grew. In fact, it's really annoying. It normally grows better when I'm not working in it. But it's telling me something. And I do it with a system that I call the backroom internet marketing system because I'm a backroom guy. I'm not a guru. I've never had an original thought in my life. But what I do is I test things. And the way my business is set up is I have the core business over here, and that's where I make my money. Pays my mortgage, buys me a car, pays for holidays, buys a beer. I am from Yorkshire, I don't buy many of those. And then I have what I call my labs. And that's in Nepal. There's 3 guys full-time in Nepal. And all they do is buy the latest internet get-rich-quick scheme. And I test it. And I see if it works. Most of it doesn't. Some of it does. The stuff that works, we take and we roll it out into the core business. And that's the way it works for me. So, backroom internet marketing system, it's got a number of benefits. And it's got, I'm going to talk about those shortly, it's got a number of key elements, and they're on the right-hand side. And I've only really got time today to talk to you about creation, production, and distribution. But the other really cool parts of it, and the bit I really, really like, is the marketing, which it covers SEO, pay-per-click, and things like that. And the bit I'm really good at, which is the sales and making money bit. That's the bit I really, really love. So, the benefits, it's a system, it works. It doesn't need me. Doesn't need a lot of skill. Fantastic for me. And I first came across systems in the E-Myth Revisited. Anyone read that book? Go and read it. It's like $8 or £6. E-Myth Revisited, Michael Gerber. And it changed my life. I've got a degree in marketing, an MBA in finance and consulting, and I could have not bothered with any of that. I could have just read that book. When I had my consulting company, I felt a bit of a cheat, because all I ever used to do was go back to the book. You should see my copy. You know, the spine's broken, all that sort of stuff. It's a fantastic book. The next thing I need is something that's scalable. We've talked about scale. I'm interested in scale. I want to do things on a really big scale. Okay? And I want it to be repeatable. I don't want to just have to do it once. I just want to be able to just keep rolling it out, make it repeatable. And for me, in internet marketing, it needs to work in any market. Some tools work great. You know, other markets better than others. So who's it for? Info products. I love them. I do them a lot. Works for e-commerce, business owners, if it's product, services, things like that. It works. So some of the uses of what I'm going to show you today. Content. We've talked about content on a blog, website, guest blogging. If you're building your own content network, you can use it for that. The content that's on there works really well. Link building. It's killer for link building. before that if you've ever done a link building profile and you've seen it and they've got 10,000 backlinks, you will see that they've got, if we just talk about PR for what it's worth, they've got 1 PR5, 6 PR4s, a PR3, and 9,000 and whatever it is, a PR0 or nothing. This is how I get the 10,000 without doing very much. Really cool if you're wanting to do things like video marketing and link bait, things like that. Works in lead capture, lead generation, affiliate marketing for adding value. So if you're into that, and now we all know the importance of that, it works as a sales tool, and it also can provide content for your affiliates to use very quickly and easily. The other thing I love doing, because I like him for products, is it's fantastic for product creation. So we can get articles written, and we can turn those into ebooks. We can use them as upsells, autoresponders. We can use them for video transcriptions, things like that. Once we've got articles and audio, we've got podcasts, CD of the month, that sort of thing. Articles and video, audio together, DVD of the month, downloads, upsells, a big box of stuff. If you're in internet marketing, you know about a big box of stuff, but a big box of stuff works great in other markets too, You've got to remember, you've been exposed to all this, the latest thing in the day that the internet marketing people are selling you. I take notice of how they're selling it, not what it is. And I take the bits of that and I sell them in markets that have never heard of it. Works great. So I'm using brains that are bigger than mine, that are working in a really tough market. And I just take the best bits and I move it over here. It works fantastically. Continuity is something that you may have heard of. You know what continuity is? A membership site, something like that. The biggest pain about continuity site is you've got to provide content. We produce it in a very easy way. And then we can also use it for segmentation, whether it's in a market, we can split it into parts, and we can do series. So we can take one piece of content and we can segment it and use it in multiple ways. Okay, so if you've got a pen, you can quickly copy that down, because that's what I'm going to show you. You all right with that? You need a couple of minutes? Oh, outsourcing. I do use outsourcing in a big way. And then I'm going to talk about distribution. You got it? All right. It's a lot to take in. I get that. I've been doing this since 2002, full time. But don't worry. I have got you covered. I've got Backroom Internet Marketing 2.0, and I call it 2.0 because it was 1.0 when nobody knew about me. And now I've had to come out and tell a few people about it. This is the 2.0 version that has been improved. It's actually improved for me because I've had to tell people about it for the first time, and I thought, oh, there's a bit missing there. I better fill that in. So here we go. First bit of it is something I call the content creation triangle. And it starts with the content creation matrix.